Hello. Today is Monday, July 24th, 2023. The temperature in this area, Lexington, Kentucky, will be going up to about 87, humidity about 88%, and storms possible this afternoon. Sunrise was at 6:33 a.m. and sunset will be at 8:54 p.m. Air quality index is good. Pollen is high. So all you allergy sufferers as well as myself, stand by for possible congestion, sinus, and other things. This is a Sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. If you're watching the Sideshow on Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to like, comment, and share. WhatsApp for texting messages. The Sideshow on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, the Sideshow coffee cup. Black ceramic with the white logo, the Sideshow. Buy from me for $17 plus shipping and handling. Pay me through Cash App, $ TR Parker 1. We kind of progressed along through the summer. Next week, we'll be into August. So at one point, sunset was after 9 p.m. Now it is going to be before 9 p.m. So the days are changing. Let's just hit a few items, go over a few items, and start our week out. Wildfires rage in Greece, with the climate situation and heat waves. From Canada, I think about 11 of their 13 provinces or districts, whatever the proper term is that they use there, were experiencing wildfires, and we were getting the smoke coming down from Canada, the pink area, across California, all the way down as far as where I am in Kentucky. So now Greece, another one of an island in the Aegean Sea, is experiencing wildfires itself. Officials on the Greek island of Rhodes evacuated thousands of locals and tourists from villages in the southeast of the Aegean island, where wildfires are raging out of control for a fifth day. Emojis, we all use them. Time to time, whatever. So, question looms up. Which are the world's most used emojis of 2023? What they call an interesting side fact. But it seems there is a website, Emojipedia, that has unveiled the top 10 most used icons worldwide on Twitter. The ranking was established after analyzing over 99 million tweets between January 1st and March 16th of 2023. And according to the platform's statistics, it's the face with tears of joy emoji that takes the top spot with this. It takes the lead once again after battling the loudly crying face emoji for the number one spot. To mark the 10th anniversary of World Emoji Day, the site also awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award to the rolling on the floor laughing emoji for being the most popular new emoji added in the last 10 years, as well as being the world's number 2 emoji in 2023. According to Emojipedia data, 2023 marks a record year for emoji use worldwide on Twitter, with 26.71% of tweets containing at least one emoji. The top 10 most used emojis in 2023 so far, according to Emojipedia, are as follows. Number 1, face with tears of joy. Number 2, rolling on the floor laughing. Number 3, red heart, my favorite. 4, folded hands. Number 5, loudly crying face. Number 6, smiling face with heart eyes. Number 7, sparkles. Number 8, fire. Number 9, smiling face with smiling eyes. And number 10, smiling face with hearts. So there's your emoji review for 2023. You know, I always have this little section where I talk about celebrities and famous people. So here we go. Beyonce on world tour, accompanied by Jay-Z and Ivy, Blue Ivy. World tour started in Sweden. I remember I did a little section on that where people thought that it was easier to go to Sweden and get tickets and go through it from there than to try to get tickets locally because of the price hike. But what I didn't know was that Vanessa's daughter, Natalia, her and Kobe, Natalia Bryant, was also involved with the tour, wearing Ivy Park fashions. Video is available. Speaking of USC, where Natalia is in attendance, Malia and Sasha Obama both have projects going on their own. Both Barack and Michelle have commented. USC again. LeBron James' son, Bronny James, I think has chosen that as the school that he will attend and further his basketball career. And over the past month or several weeks, he has been involved in several high-class games where LeBron has either been in attendance or on the sidelines cheering or had some influence as to how the games were going to be played. So Bronny is on his way. Which also reminds me, speaking of games and colleges, I recently saw a picture of Coach Calipari and Drake, both smiling, with Coach Calipari being complimentary as to Drake's attitude being the same throughout his being a celebrity. And I do remember a few years ago attending one of the UK men's basketball games where Drake was in attendance. I think it was a blue-white game, and the crowd was suitably enthusiastic, and there was a little bit of banter back and forth. But yes, Drake was there at UK. Surprised me, ESPN, owned by Disney, over the past several weeks says goodbye to a lot of its longtime commentators. Who would have thought this would happen? Stephen A. waded in, gave his comments and opinions, talked about Max a little bit and a few other people, and was suitably nonplussed, surprised at how those things went. So, ESPN lets a lot of longtime commentators go. Politics. Speaking of politics, I received my card in the mail telling me where to vote. And that much being said, I know who I'm not going to vote for. So, we move forward toward 2024 elections. Want to put this in here, Ancestry.com Years ago, I contacted them and received their disc to research some of my family history and background and so forth and so on. And most of it concurred with what has been passed down, to me, from my parents and people that were aware that I could get information from. And I guess at this point, it also brings me to a little conversation that I have with myself. I know in the upcoming months we have some cultural events, Hispanic Heritage Month, and some other things going on. The difference, I usually say culture, your culture rather than race, because it has to do with a lot of different factors other than just your appearance. Because, we know Asians, but not everybody can distinguish a Japanese from a Chinese or Korean or Vietnamese or Thai or whatever the case may be, unless you have some experience. The same with black people. We come in various complexions, sizes, colors, hair texture, things of this nature. So it's culturally, Hispanics the same way, Mexicans, whether you're from Honduras or from Puerto Rico or from Cuba, although Cuba does to me have a lot of variety of skin complexions. But all that being said, you have your culture and then you have your heritage. I was thinking heritage is probably those things that your parents discuss with you in private and pass down about information pertaining to how you may or may not be treated, what you may or may not expect going out into the world, et cetera, et cetera. And then you bring home your experiences and they're discussed and suitably adjusted or explained to you as to why and so forth and so on, even in this country. But it still goes back to those words on the Statue of Liberty. The invitation is out there. So, Ancestry.com, in my case, was instrumental in putting me in contact with a relative, a cousin, I probably would not have met otherwise. So, Ancestry.com, good work. Now, earlier I made some comments, I think the last time I was on the air, about strange business behavior. How people had either, treated me in a business transaction, et cetera, et cetera. But I wanted to kind of clear the air, even though there were some strong feelings about that. This is for the most part rare. Usually I'm treated well and sometimes recognized for being on the sideshow. So I'll leave it there. And going into the other side of situations, I'll say this about that. People committing crimes are still having their day in court. And sad to say, if they make it there, and being sentenced accordingly. And that's on both sides of the law. Speaking of which, cocaine in cheese wheels? Who'd have thought about that one? And rounding the corner on this Monday, don't forget to keep tuned in as we get closer to August and the meeting in South Africa, which will be, right here in South Africa. The countries involved, the term for the meeting is BRIC. If I have it correctly, it would be Britain, Russia, India, China, and Korea. And the reason why you can keep an eye on that is because with Putin having been accused of war crimes against children by The Hague in the war with Ukraine, any place outside of Russia, he is subject to be arrested. So as I get your texts and messages and we engage in conversation, you have a tendency to say that I'm busy. I will say I'm busy. Not only with Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and my personal situations. Say, doing what? Well, you may remember I also said that I am involved in music. I write music, I play various instruments. So, the app that I use is bandlab.com. And my music name is Sophisticated. And in the genre of smooth jazz. So, I'm pleased to announce that Sophisticated has recorded and published a 5th album available today. Sophisticated 5. That's it. Hashtag.